What's up? My name is John, and this is Cinema Saturday. Today I have a review for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This movie follows good old Ethan Hunt as he's tasked again with a seemingly impossible mission. But this time it's to stop AI from releasing the world's nukes on all the rest of the world, countries hitting other countries, total global fallout. And it's up to Ethan and the team to save the day once again. But this time, is it going to be the final time? Who knows? But we're strapped in for an adventure, and of course, hijinks ensue. So my overall thoughts for this movie are that it's pretty fantastic. It's fantastic. I will say it does have a slow 45 minutes, opening 45 minutes. There's like an action scene here and there, but none of the big spectacle ones. They saved that for the second and third act. So we're kind of just waiting for the cool stuff to happen. And some cool stuff does happen, but not the cool stuff you paid to see. The cinematography in this movie was so good. There were so many cool camera movements, the way things were moving. Actually, I want to also give some props to the production team as well, because some of these set pieces, man, especially the submarine set piece and the way they filmed it and how they had to film it literally blew my mind. It was so cool because I feel like the production team and the cinematography went hand in hand together to make such a beautiful product. It was so cool. It was so cool. I just can't tell you, like, when the submarine scene was happening, when the plane scene was happening, pretty much the second and third act of this movie was happening, I was like, yes, give me more, give me all of it. I want more Impossible. It was so good. It was so good. But other than that, it's a pretty solid film. And the action's great, the stunts are great, the acting is great, the direction is great, the cinematography is fantastic. Overall, this is a pretty well-made film, and I had a really good time going to see this. Of course, I had to see this in IMAX, and I'm so glad I did. It was worth every penny to go see it in IMAX. Even though I don't pay pennies because I have AMC A-List, and so I get to go see 4 movies a week for like $25 a month. It's so good. It's so fantastic. It's a cinephile's best dream. It's fantastic. Non-spoiler, no spoilers. We'll also talk about the villain. The villain of this movie is basically AI. That's what's threatening this nuclear fallout. Is that this AI program is going to get on the internet and hack into all the countries, military and launch all their nukes at the same time. And while I do think that's possible and could be in a near future somewhere, it wasn't really that great. I feel like we kind of had a human villain that was supposed to be like the AI's henchman, doing the AI's dirty work, because the AI can only do so much because, they're not a physical being. And sometimes you just got to get your hands dirty, but the AI could not do that. But the villain from the part 1 in this movie, pretty much forgettable, unfortunately. I don't think the actor does a horrible job, but I think what he was told to do doesn't really work in a compelling way. And the AI itself is just like, maybe I'm just so used to AI, I've already logged in my brain that AI is going to take over the world at one point. They're going to start doing more things than we want them to do. And it's just an accepted reality in 2025. But if this movie had maybe came out in like 2015 about the AI, maybe we would have been like, whoa. That's crazy. But now we're like, AI is everywhere. Someone just shut that thing down. So I definitely want to talk about Mr. Tom Cruise. This man is going to be doing stunts until he's 90, my guy. Like I was in awe of what he had to do, and it was just fantastic. The submarine scene that you see in the trailers is very much an extended action sequence that goes on for quite some time. And it's really thrilling. It's edge of your seat thrilling. Like, there are things happening with the submarine's moving. There are things inside the submarine that you gotta avoid. Honestly, I kind of thought of this movie as a little bit like a video game. Like, we were going from objectives to objectives. There was like RPG moments in some ways. It was so cool. I thought it was really cool how we were navigating through different parts of set pieces, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a video game, and that's a quick time event. XXXXX. It was just really cool. So it was really good. Tom Cruise is doing amazing things in this movie, and of course, the one that's on the poster, the plane scene does not let you down. It didn't let me down, and in fact, it surpassed my expectations for what they were doing. And I have to tell you, whenever any of these action scenes were going down, the extended ones with Tom Cruise specifically, and it was just him and maybe one other person, he was just in his element, I was smiling from ear to ear. I was just so happy to be watching this. I was so happy to be able to see that it was actually more than likely Tom Cruise doing majority of all those stunts, because he just pulled them off flawlessly. Like, when you see in the movie what he actually does, it's crazy. And I'm like, man, I don't think I could do that. I think Tom Cruise is very good in this movie. I even think that maybe he tried to slightly level up his game with the acting ability that he has. There were some moments that I didn't personally feel emotional towards, but I could see that him as a character felt that way, and it came across very clearly, and it didn't seem cheesy or goofy, like he was trying too hard or not trying enough. And I want to say he went slightly above servicing the material. So he did a great job. Good job, Tom Cruise. We're rooting for you, man. We can't wait for you to get your Oscar for stunts. That's gonna be history. I can't wait. I mean, other things in the movie are cool. You have a lot of the returning cast. Of course, one of my favorites is Simon Pegg. He's been one of my favorite actors whenever I see him for some time. I didn't see him in the Shaun of the Dead era. I got to him like Star Trek era. And then after Star Trek, I'm like, oh, Simon Pegg. Yeah, Scotty. We love Scotty. Simon Pegg does good here as well. And a lot of the other returning cast does a really good job here. No spoilers, but I like them. I like them a lot. I also like Mantis. I don't really know her name. I'm sure I'll throw it up here. But I thought she did a good job, or at least I was happy to see that she had some range. You know, in the Marvel movies, she still has this like emotional, telepathic power thing. But here, she was way grounded, and I can definitely see the range that she has as an actress. She can be funny, she can be serious, she can do action, she can do drama. Like, come on. So she was really good here. Let me also talk about my queen, Angela Bassett. She should have got that Oscar for Black Panther. But that's okay. That's okay. She is the president of the United States in this movie. And I think, out of a lot of women, Angela Bassett is up there who could believably play a black female president that our country for sure elected. And I'm like, yeah, she ain't playing no games. We elected her. I believe it. Angela Bassett does a good job here conveying the complicated way a president would have to navigate through such a potential global fallout situation. There's also some characters that we get to meet in The Way North. They're very good. I like the wife a lot. She had some comedic moments, so she was really good. And they were a believable couple. They were fantastic. No one here fails. No one acting-wise fails. No one seems like they were miscast. And so many people do great here. A lot of the Navy soldiers do really well. There's that guy from Severance. I'm so glad he's getting his glow up. There's also Katie O'Brien, who's also getting her glow up. I'm so happy for both of them. I can't wait for them to get more roles. It's fantastic. I'm so glad they were in this movie. They definitely helped plus it. They definitely helped make this movie entertaining. And going again, this movie is so entertaining. Even though the first 45 minutes are just a little bit slow with, a lot of dialogue and setup and realizing what's happening and putting on the stakes so that when we go and do stuff, you realize why it matters. But it's very entertaining through and through. I never got bored. It does have a 2-hour, 49-minute runtime. And I don't think I felt all of that. I think I felt it was definitely like a 2-hour, 15-minute movie. But, with those extended action sequences, it's like, give me more. Give me more. Give me a 4-hour movie of this. As long as you put an intermission in, I'm sold. I'm seated. I am sat. And of course, no spoilers. The movie does end with it being slightly open-ended. I feel like it has an ending that says that we could do more missions if we had to, but if we don't do more missions, then it's fine, it's okay. If this was the last Mission Impossible movie, I think they went off on a super high note. However, I know it can be the last Mission Impossible movie because we haven't gone into space yet. And that's what Tom Cruise is waiting for. We're waiting to film that extended action sequence in space. And I'm here for it. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about this movie in fear of spoilers. I definitely just want to convey to you that you should go see this on the biggest screen possible because it's worth it. It's worth it. It's so worth it. You will not regret it. This movie has the best action, great characters, good dialogue. I mean, it's exactly what you want in a summer blockbuster. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is a great film. So I'm going to give Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning a good old 8.5. It's pretty great. I think the only thing holding it back from being a 9 is that we don't have a extended, crazy opening action sequence. It's not like it's boring, but I think that's the only thing that's holding me back from giving this a 9. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Go see this. Please go see this. This would be a great Father's Day movie as well, I would say. So if you're looking for something this Father's Day, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is that movie. So that's all I have to say. My name is John. Thank you for watching Cinema Saturday. And as always, have a good one.